What's going on, everybody? This is Marcus from Shattered Sun, and you're watching the Fallout Shelter right here on Bloodrock Media.
Hey everyone, you are watching the Fallout Shelter. I'm Hobbes, and with me is Marcus from the band Shattered Sun. How are you doing? Now, I'm not going to say how are you doing. How are you doing? What happened?
Doing great, man.
You guys had some stuff.
Yeah. Yesterday we got into a car accident, and it was, thankfully everything turned out okay, and we're still able to continue. But man, it was a split second in the opposite direction. I might not be sitting here with you, man.
Yeah.
It was.
Your driver was on the ball.
Yeah, man. It was, I'm just thankful everything worked out. Thankful I get to go back home to my baby girl, man. I just had a baby girl right before this tour.
What's her name?
Melody J.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, I can sympathize with a name like that. I have a son. His name is Gage. Now, those Melody and Jade and those names are kind of right on the cusp of celebrity weird.
Yeah.
Because I just read, who was it that had a kid a couple weeks ago? I read that. Oh fuck it, I can't remember. Anyway, yeah. So you guys have literally courted death, come back from it, and are here after a busted wheel. Welcome to Janesville.
Thank you, man. Thank you. This is, I believe, our second time here. We were here with El Nino in 2016. So, we're definitely excited to be back, man.
Well, you're damn lucky to be here, so...
Thank you.
I am going to ask, what are your favorite interests to do on your days off? Because days off suck.
Yeah.
So you have to find stuff to do. What do you like to do?
The band, we like to hit up YMCA's, gyms, you know what I mean? Get your pump in. That's pretty standard. We also like, because we've done the whole fast food thing, and
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible. So what we like to do is find like what each city is like special for in a restaurant and try and go there, man. So we weren't able to do it today here in Janesville, but we've got to try some really awesome places.
I love Janesville. I love the Backbar. Bobbleheads is a good place to go. The owner of this place actually owns that place too.
Oh wow.
That's pretty much it. Besides Subway.
Yeah, jeez, that sounds a lot like my hometown.
I don't even think there's a gym here.
Oh, really?
Right? Exactly.
That's crazy.
Now I don't know if you guys get like a tour rider. I'm sure the other guys do, but what kinds of even if you do, but what kinds of foods do you guys like to get into when you have a chance to eat your own food? Now, like you said, not fast food.
Yeah, so. We're definitely big. I'm really big into cooking and barbecuing. That's kind of what me and my drummer do. We own and operate.
Trade secret.
Yeah.
Weber Grill in the trailer.
Yes, man. Well, we actually own and operate our own food truck. So anytime we have a rider, we'll ask for some meat or something from local delis, and man, we'll just grill it up and have a good time. And it's
you guys all own.
No, three of us do.
Okay, back in Alice.
Yeah, back in Alice, and we open it 3 days a week, and we do barbecue and Chinese food, and sometimes a mix of barbecue and Chinese food. And it's good stuff, man.
Now that's interesting that you say that you can especially in a town of 20,000 people, a food truck that's doing well.
Yeah,
that's pretty fucking cool.
Actually, we're probably number 10 on that list, man. There's some great ones in our area.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's a big thing down there.
Speaking of Alice, and I know it's been a while since you've been back, but how bad was it hit by the hurricanes last summer?
It wasn't hit too bad, man. We missed it by, seemed like inches, man. But Portland and Corpus Christi, which is where Jesse, our guitar player, is from, they got just obliterated. Yeah. And there's a lot of people down there that, the national media's, obviously moved on because it's not sexy anymore. But there's a lot of people down there that are really in need of a lot of help.
Yeah, I have a friend who lives in Houston who's still kind of feeling the pain.
Oh yeah, and insurance companies are turning people down, and it's sad to see our neighbors go through that, man. So we did a couple of hurricane relief shows, and we sent it to towns that we really knew needed it, that the national media were ignoring, like Port Aransas, Portland, Corpus Christi, because that's where we got our start. Alice is our hometown, but Corpus is, where we we got our first break, where we got signed, where our first singles were played on the radio. So we have a lot of heart for that area.
That's really cool of you guys to do stuff like that, to give back to the community and things like that, because I'm a musician, and we all know that the benefits are not sexy because they're not paying the bills.
Yeah.
But you know, for something that's important, like when I was on stage regularly, we used to do veterans benefits all the time.
Yeah.
And the dream, of course, is to do a USO tour, which
That would be killer.
That would be fucking sweet.
Yeah.
But it's not sexy because it doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't get you down the road. But you guys do that stuff, and that's really, really cool.
We definitely knew as soon as it happened. You know, Jesse rode through that hurricane. He refused to come to Alice, even though we begged him to, and he just said, "No, I'm going to stay in my home." And he rode it out, and you know, kudos to him. He's got some big balls on him. But you know, those people there gave us our careers, so the least we could do is fill up a couple trailers with some food, some water, and help some people out.
Now, real quick, just because I'm thinking, what's your food truck called?
Shattered and Battered Barbecue.
That's cool as all hell.
Yeah.
You know, you're signed to Victory Records now, and you're doing okay. You guys have toured with, you know, bands like Exodus. You're on tour with Active Defiance. But one thing, you know, what is one thing that you guys miss about, you know, being an unsigned band?
I will say what I do miss is, you know, the battle of the bands, you know, I know it sucks, but the selling tickets and the things like that, you know, and you go and you get your whole family to come out, and you know, it was a lot more pure than, you know, now it's, you know, a lot of money and a lot of taxes. And don't get me wrong, I love being in a band, but what I learned from being unsigned to signed is now you own and operate a business, and it's, man, you know, when you don't, you know and appreciate or know and understand that, it's, you know, it's definitely tough, especially for 6 guys that have never done it before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I would say. I miss the pureness of it.
Jesus. Yeah, that's a really, really good point, because, you know, what a lot of underground bands don't really understand at this, and especially today, because, you know, it is so easy to make the music, and it's so easy to make it good. And you've got, you know, Reverb Nation putting it out on Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff. That doesn't really give you a glean as to the inner workings of the actual business side of it.
Yeah.
So you're out there selling tickets and trying to get people to come to the battles and things like that, but you're not checking Nielsen. You're not checking Nielsen scans. Yeah. You don't have to fill out the paperwork at the end of the night and all that stuff.
Taxes definitely something that we definitely had to learn. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, advice that I'll give any young band is, you know, when you do get your day, because you will get your day if you work hard enough, you're going to get your day. And the more you know now, the more, you know, educated you get yourself now, the better opportunity you'll have to thrive.
Agreed. Very good. That's an awesome point. Now, odd question. Do you remember the very first show you played? And where was it, and what did you use?
Oh yeah. So get this. I used to be back when nu metal was, you know, blowing up. I didn't know how to sing at that point, but I just wanted to do anything to be in a band. So I bought a set of
a rap metal band.
Turntables.
Oh boy.
Yes, and it was horrible, and it was. But you know what, man? The funny thing was is you know, one of our first shows, the singer at the time couldn't sing anymore, and I had been practicing singing.
Was this Shattered? Because
no, this was the band I was in before Shattered, and they told me to get up on stage, man, and they basically, I was like practically crying in the backstage area, and I'll never forget it. And my bandmate's brother-in-law came up to me, and he was just like, "You don't fucking do this. You're the biggest fucking pussy in the world." He was like, "Don't ever fucking talk to me again." And I remember his girlfriend was like, "Jesse," she was like, "You don't have to do it." She was like, "You don't have to do it if you don't want to." And I could just look at my bandmates' faces. I was like, "Shit, I have to." So yeah, that kind of like gave me my start, man. And it was at a little place called The Gambler in Alice, Texas. A very small place, not even there no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a roadhouse.
It was a bar that that was supposedly haunted, and we were maybe 16, 17 at the time, and they would pay us with a Little Caesars pizza and a big old pitcher of Jack and Coke.
So you can play the turntables.
No, I mean, if you want to call it that, man, it was a pathetic Floyd to get into a band, but it helped me become a vocalist. You know? I was 13 years old.
Have you learned to play any other instruments?
Yeah, I love to play guitar. I play bass. If I have to pick a second instrument, probably drums.
Yeah?
Yeah. I always like to freak people out whenever we do like shows in Texas. I'll jump on and sound check the drums, and everybody will be like, "Yeah, Marcus playing the drums." And I won't say shit, and they'll tell me, "Nah, that was my brother or something. It wasn't me." But yeah, I like messing with people like that.
So, okay, can you name like a specific person or a band that inspired you to become a musician, or inspired you to buy the turntables?
Yeah, well, I think before that, just getting turned on to music, man, it was Paul Stanley from Kiss.
That is cool.
He is my, 5 years old. I watched that guy. His voice is the voice that turned me on to rock. You know what I mean?
And if you've ever like watched him live, he's insane.
I saw him just, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 months ago in Houston. Man, it was amazing. I got fucking hammered and fucking sang every word to every song. Man.
Every five songs, he's like, "I love you."
Yeah, man, it was great, man. It's good to see him still doing it, and it keeps inspiring me every day.
That is really, really cool. When you're looking back on all that you guys have done since 2006, you've gotten. I mean, the accident the other day is definitely up there, I'm sure. But tell me about a time that you seriously got your ass kicked by all of this.
Oh man, it was right before we put out our first record, and it was right before we signed with Victory or signed with Chuck or anything like that. The oil field was booming in our hometown at the time, and we were all doing it, and everybody was getting $40 an hour. You know what I mean? And everybody had stability, and everybody was happy. And once it came time to nothing was panning out with the band, and we just said, let's just go all in and give it everything we got. Put together Hope and Hatred. And I remember initially when we sent out a couple of tracks, people not liking it. And it wasn't until we got to Maria and Chuck that they were just like, we'll fly to Texas right now. And right after that, everything changed.
Testament, dude.
Yeah, and they got us with Victory. And, first tour was with Testament Exodus, and that's history, man. And we got to do a lot of special things that I definitely hold near and dear to my heart. A lot of special times with those guys.
If you have to, if you really, really have to, use the word owe to say that you owe, something to someone. Chuck is definitely one of those people that because he's not like he doesn't give lightly. Everything I know about the guy, he is, he just when he believes in something, he pushes it full force.
Oh yeah, man. He's definitely he's like a big brother to me, man. I talk to Chuck every single day, man. He's in Europe right now. He was the first person I called. Was like, no, we were in an accident. Fucking hit me back like that, man. He's in every deal that we make. He's in every move that we make, and he's a vital part of this operation, man. And we, not just myself, but we owe him a lot.
What kinds of things do you like to do besides cooking?
Yeah.
What kinds of things do you like to get into when you're not on tour?
Man, dude, cooking's got to be a big part of it, man. I mean, if I'm not, working a food truck, I'm always
creating new recipes and things like that.
Yeah, and
okay, so I have a question on that then. What's your favorite cookware?
Dallas Cowboys apron, black pants, black shirt, and hairnet. You got to keep your hair up.
I'm talking about like cutlery, knives, and like what do you buy the good stuff? Or?
Well, actually, I won't say we have everything top of the line. Our pit is top of the line, and everything else that we do is just through hard. We might not have the best tools, but I guarantee we put up the best quality.
That's cool. That's great.
We invested a lot of money into our pit, and that revolves around everything we do.
Every time I see a food truck rolling on the freeway, I'm gonna think of you guys now.
Yeah, man, dude, it's special, dude, and it's I love to interact with the community, and that's a good way to do it.
Very cool. And then 20,000 people in the town. You're gonna do some interacting.
Yeah,
Especially if you're good at what you do.
And they support us so hard. Not in the food truck, in the band. You know what I mean? I say this all the time. A lot of people don't have the opportunities that we do coming from there. And any chance that we get to take Alex with us places and do things and include Alex with us, we'll take every opportunity to do it.
What do you like to collect?
Football stuff. I guess I'm a big Cowboys,
fan.
Yeah, huge. I have a Cowboys bathroom, and I like to collect all types of jerseys and memorabilia. I actually have my father-in-law gave me a piece of turf from Texas Stadium before they blew it up. So
see, now here's a question because I'm not the biggest. I'm not a sports fan at all. But how do you know?
How do I know?
How do you know?
Well, I guess you just have to trust the letter of authenticity. But I guess that's how collectors do their thing. But for me, it's on my wall as a gift from my father-in-law. Whether it's real or fake, it means everything to me.
So do you have to water it?
No, it's like in a glass case, and then it's framed inside of a frame. So if anybody did want to bullshit me, they probably could, but the letter of authenticity is pretty legit.
Do you play video games in your home?
Yeah, I do a lot of Madden, Grand Theft Auto. My brother's always trying to get me into other games, but I'm not gonna lie, I really love Madden. That's
PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
You got any other ones? Do you keep like old consoles and things like that?
Yeah, PlayStation 2. Play my own Madden games. I collect the Maddens too, man. I have everything from 03 to present day. Yeah, it's my favorite.
Gotcha. What is something special that only you can do in the band? Besides turntables.
Shit, man. I would say cook, but I'm pretty sure that, I know Rob will come in here and be like, I just beat Jose Megan in a guacamole contest, so fuck you, But, man, I really couldn't say, man. I just think we've been together so long, we feed off each other. I'm sure everything that I can do, they can do, probably except sing.
You never know.
Yeah. No, Jesse can do it. That's what I do. Man.
How about what's something that you want to learn how to do? Like any other instruments or something like skydiving or bungee jumping, something like that?
Just going back to helping out other bands, I'd love to on a small level somehow find a way to develop some of the younger bands from my area, because it's a really big thing for me to leave the next group of bands the same way that the group of bands before me left us.
That is super cool.
And obviously I know I'll never be a manager or anything like that, but if I can help these young bands that have potential but just need somebody to say, here dude, wear this, look like this, get this,
work for Bloodrock.
Yes, you know what I mean? Like
that's exactly why I do my other show, The Underground Bunker, is because there's bands out there that are doing the work like you guys that just need that extra attention, that little bit of credit.
Yeah.
And that is really super cool. That's a great
man. I'd really love. I don't know how, but I know one day, my book's gonna close in this, and of all the stages we play, I've got to be on stage with fucking Metallica, man, and the Astrodome. Of all the things that we've done, all the places we played, the one thing that I want people to remember about us and me is we were always willing to help pull the next one. And, hopefully we're able to do that.
That's awesome. Great answer. The lightning round. I'm going to ask him a whole bunch of questions, and he's going to have to answer with the first thing that comes to his head. Are you ready?
I'm fucking...
Alrighty then. First pet's name.
Chico.
Did you think about that?
Yeah, I did.
Favorite food?
Sushi.
Nice. What kind?
Anything. Is it sushi with the fish, not all the toppings.
Just the fish and the rice and the...
Yeah.
Got it.
It's so good.
First car?
Ford F-150, no back seat. It had a Mexican mural on the back that we got from a seized drug auction. Yeah, so
Nice.
nice.
Okay, you're still driving? What's your current car?
Current car is a big Dodge F-350.
Oh, I'm not a Ford man, but that's travesty.
Yeah, hey, well, I live in the country, man. It gets me everywhere I need to go.
Well, good luck.
Yeah.
Favorite band?
I have to say Machine Head.
Nice.
Rob's huge.
Got to see them with Metallica a few years ago, actually.
Dude, Rob
on the
is
St. Anger tour. Awesome band to watch live.
Yeah, Rob's the guy that, once I got past Kiss and into the new metal, Rob Flynn was the dude that just turned me into what I am today.
Okay, favorite hot sauce?
Cholula.
Really?
Yeah, I like Cholula.
That's not something I would expect out of a Texan.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I can make plenty of homemade, but if I'm going in a pinch, that won't be it.
Worst bill to get in the mail?
Fucking brilliant too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always switching it up, man. Always switching it up.
Okay, favorite swear word?
Fuck.
Good.
I'm sure you'll see that tonight.
Dream car?
Dream car. That Ford Lightning that Paul Walker is driving in the first Fast and the Furious, the truck. Ford Lightning truck.
Really?
I fucking love that truck. I mean, obviously not the one.
That's the red one with the from the parts store that he was
Yeah.
wearing. Okay, I watched all those movies, and that's
dude. Put that one in black. And Jesus
So you're
Christ.
definitely a truck man.
Yes. I
Got
love
it.
trucks.
Okay, well, yeah. I actually drive a Mazda Speed.
Oh, yeah.
Love that car.
Yeah, man. I'm all about big trucks, dude.
Very cool. Now, what's something that you invented in your mind that someone went and stole?
Brisket egg rolls.
Someone did that?
Brisket. I like to do
That's-
Well, I might as well give it out here, but I won't give you my special secret. It's like have you ever had a jalapeno popper?
Sure.
With bacon, cream cheese?
Yeah.
That. Brisket, barbecue sauce, wrapped in egg roll, deep fried.
Boom.
Fuck! Yeah. But then I started seeing other rival trucks take it, and I was like, alright, I have to just come up with something else though.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got anything on the back burner, so to speak?
Yeah, I like messing around with certain stir fries and stuff like that. So, different meats. I like doing a fish galbo. It's like a fish soup. Just things that I like to mess around with. Nothing I'm ready to show anybody yet, but once I get it, it's gonna be special.
Celebrity crush?
My very, very first one, Gina Davis from A League of Their Own.
Really?
Yes. She was my first. That was the first girl that I was like, oh, mom, she's pretty.
I remember seeing her in The Long Kiss. Is it Long Kiss Goodnight?
Yes.
Ooh. And then Cutthroat Island.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, League of Their Own, man. That was.
She's a redhead.
Yeah, she was a redhead.
Yeah.
I loved her. She gave Tom Hanks the business, man. I
That was
love
awesome. Now, what crime will be your downfall?
Over seasoning steaks. Over seasoning steaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll kill me. That'll kill me. I'm not the best steak man, but I'm learning to pull back on my seasonings. Let's let the meat shine.
This is the Game Boy Challenge. We are going to pit him against Tetris, the original Tetris. He's going to play as many rounds as he can. He's going to do as well as he can for as long as he can. And at the end, we're going to chart his score and see how well he does in the Game Boy Challenge. Are you ready, Marcus?
I'm going to try and be ready.
Awesome. Now, you haven't played this in a while, have you?
A long while.
It's tough to get your cycle going, but after a while, it starts to kick in.
Oh, yeah.
But there have been a few people that just couldn't get it rolling. Aaron Pauly from Of Mice and Men was doing his damnedest at the Rave in Milwaukee. he got 0.
Oh, man. Let's see. Oh, there we go.
Maria Brink did surprisingly well, though. She did, I think it was like 6,000 or 7,000 on this thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She'd never played it.
Oh, she never played.
Never played it.
Jeez Louise. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Let's see.
That's a toughie right there.
Oh, man. Shit.
Oh, hold it up. Your score was 21.
Wow. I thought I really.
Oh, so you did a little bit better than Aaron Polly. The album is called Evolution of Anger. Do pick it up at their shows or on iTunes or
Anywhere.
Spotify. Blah, 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 blah. You know how to get it. You know what to do. Go get it. Get it now. We're out.